The beauty of Iowa. I've been affected in a very positive way about the natural beauty of this state, which I think lends itself to the reflective nature of some of the music that I've released. I think that courses through the veins of curious music. Curious Music is a record label. It's basically just me. So you're gonna have to lift it up and then just insert that.
Okay.
I have 2 daughters and then I have several grandchildren. They have all helped me. We're trying to produce good art for people in different ways. Vinyl record, CD, download. Some of my first memories, I think when I was like 3 or 4, it was about music, and music even then spoke to me. When I was like 12 or 13, my mind started expanding a little bit like it does when you're a teenager. And college radio, we lived in college town, they play an album side. My mom, she had me vacuum the living room. So this Kraftwerk track, Autobahn, was 24 minutes long. It started, and then I vacuumed for 10 minutes. The song was only halfway over. It was just this different world that had its own language, its own sensibility, its own philosophical perspective. And even at 12, it just hit me. That was really the seed or kernel of curious music. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Hi. Good, how are you?
Fantastic. October 10th is when I choose what to work on for my label, I'm always looking for something that is unique, has a voice or language of its own. I've been getting great feedback from that video we put up, by the way.
Oh,
People,
I'm so glad.
people love it, and so that's why I don't put out 50 albums a year. One ends in a way that's... I've done releases by Harold Budd, who's very well-known producer and composer. Kate St. John, who was in the Dream Academy. A 2-person group in Ohio called Heavy Color did the soundtrack to a documentary film called Invisible Hand, executive produced by Mark Ruffalo. To me, it all hinges on whether Burchard is in or out. It's sort of like asking us, which baby do you love more? Amanda Berlind, she's just getting started. Akim Rodelius. Rodelius was in a group called Cluster. Tim Story, of course. Tim Story is a Grammy-nominated composer and producer.
I got a letter from Russ in the mid-'80s. He and I shared some musical interests. He sponsored and was roadie and booker and management for the very first Cluster tour, this very legendary German duo. He asked me if I would like to tag along and record a few of the shows on the West Coast.
I would release CDs. I went on tours with people and we were doing licensing and blah, blah, blah. Back then, it was letters and phone calls. I got burnt out, so I just stopped. And then I think it was on January 10th, 2016, David Bowie died. Big hero of mine. That affected me more than I thought it would. His death was a little bit of a trigger for me thinking about getting involved in these things creatively again. Do you want to work on that some more, or should we set it aside? And also, I was observing that all these things that were so hard to do back in 1992, much easier to do now. In February, I published the first book that I've done. Has Ben or Sam talked to you about T-shirts? Increasingly, I'm getting involved in virtual things. installations in museums and things like that. I like how you have the bleed on the tray. When I'm putting together a project, I'm thinking about the individual experience. And I'm the only person in the world who's gonna notice or care about that, probably. Sitting down, whether it's with a glass of wine or whatever. I really love this one. This is called Coke Bottle Clear. Getting enveloped in this, not only sound experience, but the visual work. A friend of ours who passed away, his name is Mark Pacco. So these are a bunch of his pictures. Sometimes I make decisions that I know are going to be challenging commercially, but we're producing really good work that I believe is going to find its audience. I want to see what's around the bend, over the horizon, around the corner. That's what curious music is. And that gives me a lot of energy.